It's vegan recipes with Pat and Emily.
Hi, today on It's Vegan, I'm going to do 3 quick salads that all have cucumber in them. For this first one, I'm going to do a traditional cucumber salad. Then I'm going to do a fresh summer salad. And then I'm going to do a Thai cucumber salad. For this first salad, this is something my grandma used to make all the time. You cut the cucumber as thin as you can get it. I used a mandolin for this. She would always just sit there and cut it with a knife. And you're going to just cover the bottom of your dish with cucumbers. Sprinkle on some onions. I go heavier on the cucumbers than the onions for sure. If you like, you can do like half and half. Some pepper, some salt, and then we go on to the next layer. And you literally, this is just how simple it is. You just layer them in there. A little salt, a little pepper, some onions. If I'm doing this at home, I usually just cut it up as I make my layers so I know when my container's full, then I stop chopping. I prepped all this stuff in advance for you guys. And then the only other thing you're going to need for this is some white vinegar and some water and some time, because you just need to let it sit in the fridge overnight. The other 2 salads are ready right away. This is the only one that I would let sit overnight. If you have fresh ground pepper, that's nice, but if not, not required. Then you're going to want to put equal parts water and white vinegar on here. I have half a cup of water here, but I think I'm only going to use half of it. Yeah. You don't want to put too much vinegar in here because you don't want these to be too vinegary tasting. I find half and half is pretty good. And liquid is going to draw out of these cucumbers as you let these sit overnight. And just give it a shake up. You can see we just have like this much liquid in the bottom of here. And these will be ready to go tomorrow. If you look in there while it's sitting in there, just give it a little shake up. And those will be ready to go. So then we'll move on to our next salad. This salad is something I just like to make when I'm having my vegetables ripe in season. For this, I start out with 1/8 of a teaspoon of sesame seed oil, balsamic vinegar, lemon juice, and water is what is in here. To that, we are going to add salt, pepper, minced garlic, onion powder, garlic powder. Whisk this together. Get that garlic mixed in there. And this is just such a simple, quick recipe. Really, the whole thing is just like getting all the ingredients and chopping. Then I did not have basil ready, so we just got one of these lightly dried basil containers. And I'm guessing that this is probably about 1/3 of a cup of basil. It's just like that. Just dump that in there. Get all of that out. Then to that, I do a pint of cherry tomatoes. I just cut them in half. I like to use the multicolored ones if you can get them, but if not, any are fine. You really could use a whole tomato probably and cut that up just to mimic it. And then I usually peel my cucumber for this, but I had little tiny cucumbers out of my garden, so they did not need the peel taken off. That is also a personal preference. And this makes such a nice, light, fresh salad that, I think anybody loves to eat this. So this one is really ready to go. Chill it and share it with your friends. It's delicious. I'm gonna rinse off my little spatula here. Give this a taste. I make this all the time. I know I love it. There's something so light and fresh and springy about having the balsamic vinegar with the tomatoes and the basil. Such a good salad. I like to call this a Thai cucumber salad. For this salad, we took 2 large cucumbers, we peeled them, scraped a fork down the sides of them, sliced them, and then cut them in half to give them this pretty little artistic design on them. For this recipe, for rice vinegar, sesame oil, then to that we are going to add sugar, salt, and some red pepper flakes. The ingredients and all of the amounts will be listed below. Stir that together. And then to this, all we add is some green onions that we've chopped up and some peanuts that were roasted that we chopped. And just pour the dressing over this. We should have gone with a slightly bigger bowl for this one. This is just one of those salads I ended up making up when I'm like, I have so many cucumbers right now. What am I gonna do with these? It's nice and crisp and light and refreshing. The rice wine vinegar and the sweetness from a little bit of sugar added with the sesame oil. It's such a good salad. And if you're into spicy, the red pepper flakes don't really make this spicy, but you could spice this salad up very easy with any kind of pepper flakes you have at your house. Thanks everyone for stopping by. I hope you give these salads a try. Stop back and see us next week. Subscribe. Time lapse. I'm done. And